Good morning and thank you for joining us. Gathered today, we have representatives from various agencies who have one thing in common: to keep our children safe. We have all joined forces to continue with a public outreach campaign that now includes 2 public service announcements. Our goal is to get as many parents and caregivers as possible to see these important public safety messages. We have agencies gathered today from Pasco County government, the Florida Department of Children and Families, Pasco Pinellas Eckerd Community Alternatives, Eckerd Kids, Pasco Sheriff's Office, Child Protective Investigations, and Pasco Fire Rescue, as well as the Children's Board of Hillsborough County, all represented here this morning. We also would like to thank the Pinellas Juvenile Welfare Board, who also has been a part of this campaign. Our first speaker, Pasco County Commissioner Mike Moore.
Thank you, Doug. As Doug mentioned, we're here today to introduce our public service campaign, which focuses on some of our most vulnerable citizens here in Pasco County, which is our children. And as you know, this is the first week of summer, and with the kids being out of school, we felt this was a perfect time to kick off this public service campaign. You know, this has been a tough spring for Pasco County and Florida in general. Recently, we had 3 2-year-old boys that drowned in our county in a very short period of time. Actually, 3 children drowned in only 34 days from the end of April to the end of May. So what we've done, we've asked our friends and partners in child protection, not just in Pasco County, but across the Tampa Bay area, to join us in getting the message out to parents, caregivers, and loved ones about the dangers that children face across our county and across this great state. You're also probably aware that last week in Orange County, unfortunately, a young 2-year-old child became victim of a gator attack. So we're also telling parents about not only the dangers of drowning, but also of the dangers surrounding the water areas, whether it be in lakes or streams or our oceans. You know, sharing this information go a long way in arming parents with the knowledge of keeping all of our children safe. So in Pasco County, we developed a public service announcement that talks about some of these dangers. Dangers such as drowning, other dangers in the crib, and the deadly dangers in shaking of an infant. Getting these safety messages out to the public is not only the job of government, but the job of all of us here in the community. As parents, caregivers, relatives, community partners, and our media partners, we're all in need of, we need to do our part in getting this message out. Our message to keep children safe. So I hope you not only watch our public service announcements, but I also ask you to share this message via social media. So right now you can go online to the Pasco County Facebook page and view our PSA. Just go to facebook.com/Pasco County or go to preventneedlessdeaths.com for more child safety tips. And I'll also ask our media partners, if you would, please air our PSAs. Also, in addition, to our print media, please put our Facebook page in the preventneedlessdeaths.com in your print media too. So we hope you'll share these PSAs and safety information with parents, friends, and loved ones. Let's all do our part to keep our parents informed and keep our children safe. Thank you very much.
And again, we have a number of wonderful partners who are going to help us get that message out, get that PSA through our social media efforts, as well as reaching out to the Tampa Bay media market as well. Our next speaker is Florida Department of Children and Families Regional Managing Director Lisa Mayrose.
Thank you and good morning. Thank you for joining us here today to talk about a critical issue in our community. Since 2011, we have lost too many children to preventable deaths, enough to fill 3 preschool classrooms. 33 young lives have been lost from completely preventable deaths, unsafe sleep, drowning, and inflicted injury. Today we stand as a community and we ask for your help in helping us to prevent any more of these tragedies. Our children are this community's most precious gift, and each one of us has a responsibility to keep them safe. The department, along with our partners, have launched several campaigns in an effort to educate our communities with the hope of eliminating these types of tragedies. We are encouraging everyone to just take 5 minutes to visit preventneedlessdeaths.com to learn life-saving strategies proven to keep our kids safe. We need your help in our efforts to educate our entire community. Together, we can make a difference, and together, we can save lives. Thank you.
Our next speaker is the Executive Director of Pasco Pinellas Eckerd Community Alternatives, Brian Bostic.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brian Boss, Executive Director of Eckerd Community Alternatives, Pinellas and Pasco County. We're a program of Eckerd Kids, a nonprofit youth and family service organization that has given much needed second chances to more than 168,000 children since founding in 1968 by Jack and Ruth Eckerd. In this judicial circuit, we serve over 2,700 children and their families each day. Our child welfare system, Pasco and Pinellas County, along with our network of subcontracted case management organizations. Last year in the Tampa Bay area, 41 of our young children died preventable deaths. That breaks down to more than 3 deaths per month, and 1 death occurred nearly every single week. Since 2011, 33 children in Pasco County alone have died from one of the 3 leading causes of preventable child deaths. We do have the power to prevent these deaths because even just 1 child who dies of preventable death is 1 child too many. Thank you very much.
Pasco Sheriff's Office is represented here today with their Child Protective Investigations Director, Mr. Ken Killian.
Each year, our Child Protective Investigations Unit receives over 7,000 child abuse and neglect cases, and too many involve the very reasons why we're here today. And those reasons are the serious injuries and deaths to the children of our communities as a result of drowning, co-sleeping, and abusive head trauma, all of which are preventable. The U.S. government estimates that 1,200 children are seriously injured and at least 80 children die each year as a result of abusive head trauma. Crying is most often linked with babies being shaken, and in the Tampa Bay area alone, more than a dozen babies and young children have died since 2011 after they were shaken violently by a caregiver or a parent out of frustration with the child not stop crying. Half of the children who suffer from head trauma before age 5 die before their birthday. And just 1 shake of a baby can kill or seriously injure them. Remember, it's normal for babies to cry, and it's okay to ask for help. Understanding why babies cry and how to comfort them, our parents and caregivers can reduce the frustration that can lead to shaking a child in their care. Thank you.
As you can see, Pasco Fire Rescue has a truck here today representing our first responders. Not only just fire rescue, but law enforcement, our first responders, our child protective investigators, our first responders, and our child investigators and our child support agencies that are here as well. Representing Pasco Fire Rescue, Sean Whitehead.
My name is Sean Whitehead. I'm a Division Chief with Pasco Fire Rescue. Some of the most important things that we'd like to get our message out is that pools should be secured with safety fences, self-closing and latching gates. Anytime your children are out near the pool, someone should be out there with them. A child that falls into a pool makes a very small splash. It's not very loud. And also, they're not going to scream or yell. They're just going to sink right to the bottom. So we want to make sure that there's somebody out there with them at all times. Some of the pool safety tips we'd like to get out there is that keep your toys and floating objects out of the pool when there's no one in that pool. Something floating in the pool entices a child to get to that toy or item that's floating in there, and that's a big cause that causes children to fall into the water. We'd also like to make sure that everybody knows CPR. Learn CPR. If you have a small child, you should learn child and adult CPR. Make sure all your family members can swim, and the most important thing is don't leave children unattended in the pool, no matter their level of swimming ability. At this time, we'd like to introduce Training Officer Marianela Campos.
Hola, hoy día estamos unidos para hablar de todos los chicos que están unidos en el Pasco área. 41 chicos menores de 6 años en la región de Tampa han morido de casualidades que son preventables, ahogados, transmutismos de maltrato y gente que duerme con los chicos. Nosotros tenemos y podemos tener el poder para evitar todas las muertes. También nosotros queremos decir de la Junta del Condado de Pasco, de comisionados del condado, han puesto 2 comunicados de intereses públicos para promover la seguridad de los chicos. Ustedes lo pueden encontrar eso en el Facebook page de Pasco County.
Again, we'd like to thank all of our community partners who've joined us here today to help get these vital public safety messages out to parents and caregivers. We've all committed to getting these public safety messages out, along with a campaign that's already been previously started by many of these people behind me. We have a goal of reaching 100,000 parents through social media. And we also are going to try to reach out as many people through the media using the public service announcements as possible. In order to reach that goal, we ask that everyone push out the Facebook PSA that currently is on there. And all you have to do is go to facebook.com/Pasco County and look for the PSA on the main page there. Also go to preventneedlessdeaths.com for more child safety tips. Remember, we all have a responsibility to keep our children safe.